Hello, I am Bry. I'm an Irish singer-songwriter, and I am here today to tell you about the time that I met Ed Sheeran last year and at an award ceremony, and I didn't know that he would want a hug as much as I wanted a hug, so I tried to do a very uncharacteristic handshake, but he went for a hug and I ended up putting my hand in his pocket. It's just the weirdest thing to do when you meet someone. I literally just put my hand in his pocket and he kind of hugged me and I was like, oh, my hand's in your pocket. So yeah, what was in his pocket? A load of money and I stole it. No, there was nothing there. Maybe a bit of, what was it? I felt this, I think he had chewing gum. Good for him. My guidance counsellor in school told me that I should pursue forestry with no context at all. She didn't say why, she just said forestry would be a good option for me, and I still don't know what she meant by that. But I would love to tell her, I would love to show her, hey, look at me now, doing my music. Because I don't think, well, teachers obviously are supportive, but there's no music in my school, so no one ever thought I'd be a arguably successful musician. So that's a nice feeling. But yeah, sometimes I do daydream about random school teachers turning up at my shows and me being like, and just them feeling a bit woeful that they suggested forestry as my future. What do you have to show in your personality to suggest that you should be in forestry? Like what attributes do you show? I don't know. I get heckled quite a lot actually, because what happens when you joke a lot on stage, people think, he's gonna love this. I don't really like it that much. My worst one was on the 21 Pilots tour. I did Hamburg the night before, and then we went to Berlin, and Hamburg were the only tough crowd on the entire tour. They weren't tough, they were just kind of quiet, I guess. So I told Berlin, hey Berlin, don't be like Hamburg were last night, they were crap. I didn't realise that thousands of people were at both shows, so genuinely about half the room just booed me for a solid 20 seconds, and I just grovelled with them to get them back on good terms. I think I told them that they were all special and they all looked particularly well that night. My album coming out is pretty cool because it's a good album, solid album. Having it in my hands is good. People liking it. I haven't seen a bad review of my album yet. Rock Sound gave it a solid 7 out of 10, which in school terms is a B, which is a B+. Is it really? Oh. Well, now I feel even more smug. A B+ for an album is a pretty good thing. I went to America to do it. I was there for 6 weeks and I got to work with Greg Wells, who produced 21 Pilots' second last record and does stuff with Adele and stuff. So that was a big highlight because he's my favourite producey man. And yes, I'm quite proud of my little child, and I'm glad the world knows it and no one has said it's terrible yet. So hopefully that continues. I'm trying to go to every country in the world, and I actually like to get lost. That's what I do sometimes. I turn off my phone because otherwise I don't want to go to, like, what annoys me is when people go to a country and they Google top things to do in that country and then they just do it and they get their picture and they go home. So I like to get lost. So one of the first things I ever did when I was 19, I flew by myself to New York and put my phone in my bag and just got horrifically lost and took about 5 hours to get back. And I ended up in Central Park at like midnight, which is not a place that you should be on your own.